Ever wondered why Manchester pulses with creativity, history, and pure energy around every corner? I'm Adam from Destination Deca, and today I'm taking you on the definitive tour of Manchester's top 10 must-see attractions, plus 2 secret bonuses for the true explorers. By the end of this video, you'll have an insider's roadmap to maximize your Manchester experience, whether you have a weekend or a week. Let's dive in. Manchester is the birthplace of industry, music, and some of the world's most legendary football clubs. From its Victorian architecture and leafy parks to cutting-edge art galleries and stadiums that shake with anticipation, this city is an adventure playground. I'll share fun facts you won't hear anywhere else, practical travel tips to save you time and money, and historical backstories that will deepen your appreciation. Ready to start your Manchester journey? Code on, Oyster card topped up, and let's go. Number 10. National Football Museum. The National Football Museum sits in the former Urbis building on Cathedral Gardens and houses the world's largest collection of football memorabilia. Its vault-like display cases cradle the 1863 original laws of the game alongside the boot Pelé wore to lift the 1970 World Cup. Wander through the Codebreakers gallery to trace how tactical formations evolved from the WM to the modern false 9. In the interactive zones you can don goalkeeper gloves in a VR shootout or test your accuracy against a digital David Beckham free kick. Fun fact: the museum's collection includes more than 140,000 items, from handwritten letters by 19th-century pioneers to the match ball from Manchester United's 1999 Champions League final win. Trip tip: to avoid crowds, arrive right at opening, 10 a.m., on weekdays. On Tuesdays after 5 p.m. admission is free, and there's a football-themed cafe serving pie and mushy peas under jerseys signed by legends. Catch the Metrolink to St. Peter's Square and you're a 2-minute walk away. Number 9. The Lowry. Perched on Salford Quays, the Lowry is a dual-purpose cultural complex honoring painter LS Lowry's depictions of Milltown life. The sail-inspired roof and sweeping glass facade reflect the waterscape outside, while inside 4 visual art galleries rotate Lowry's famous matchstick men, with blockbuster exhibitions sourced from the Tate and V&A. The Lyric Theatre, which seats 600, showcases everything from fringe dramas and local dance productions to West End musicals and comedy festivals. Fun fact: Lowry labored over each of his 1,450 paintings with painstaking precision. He averaged just 2 completed works per year during the 1930s. Trip tip: book a combined gallery and theater ticket package for savings of up to 25%. After your visit, grab a waterfront table at Pier 8 restaurant for locally foraged mussels and a Lowry-inspired gin cocktail while watching fishing trawlers sail past. Number 8. Imperial War Museum North. Rising like a shattered crystal on the banks of the Manchester Ship Canal, IWM North is the first purpose-built branch of the Imperial War Museum outside London. Its jagged forms, designed by Daniel Libeskind, symbolize conflict and fragmentation. Inside, the Big Picture gallery uses 360-degree projections and surround sound to transport you to the trenches of World War I or the Blitz-ravaged streets of London. In the Soldier gallery you can hold real trench artifacts, shell fragments, letters penned in mud, and handcrafted shell-case jewelry. Trip tip: combine your visit with the Lowry for a discounted joint ticket. Number 7. Etihad Stadium. Originally built for the 2002 Commonwealth Games, the City of Manchester Stadium was reconfigured as the Etihad Stadium for Manchester City FC in 2003. With a capacity of over 55,000, it offers a bowl-style seating design that keeps you close to every roar of the crowd. VIP tours let you walk the players' tunnel, pose in the dugout, and glimpse the manager's tactics room. In the media suite you can sit at the press desk where post-match interviews happen, and purchase exclusive City FC memorabilia at the club shop. Trip tip: book the 360 experience tour to include the roof walk, a 50 meters high walkway around the stadium's perimeter. For a matchday atmosphere without tickets, join the pre-kickoff street party at Cotton Row Bar, which features live DJs and street food vendors. Number 6. The Whitworth. Reopened in 2015 after a £15 million transformation, the Whitworth Art Gallery fuses Victorian brick villas with a contemporary wing whose glass facade and wooden canopy ceiling evoke a forest clearing. Its collection spans historic William Morris textiles and pre-Raphaelite paintings to provocative contemporary installations by Ai Weiwei, Yoko Ono and Turner Prize nominees. Every Friday afternoon free drop-in workshops invite you to experiment with printmaking, journaling or sound art under the guidance of resident artists. Fun fact: the extension was built around 8 mature oak trees, preserving them as living skeletons through the gallery's center. Trip tip: join the daily 11 a.m. architecture tour to uncover hidden design features, then settle in the garden-facing cafe for a Whitworth special porridge topped with seasonal fruit. If you visit in spring, look for Andy Goldsworthy's seasonal land art installations scattered in the surrounding park. Number 5. Heeden Park. Heeden Park sprawls across 600 acres of rolling meadows, lakes, ancient woodlands and formal gardens. At its heart sits Heaton Hall, an elegant Georgian mansion built in the 1770s for the Egerton family. Inside the hall, you'll discover ornate plasterwork, hand-painted ceilings and original Wedgwood fireplaces. Beyond the hall, there's a working farm where you can bottle feed spring lambs, a writing center offering hacks through the tree-lined avenues, and a 9-hole golf course carved into the parkland. In summer, the broad boating lake becomes a hub of activity, with paddle boats, rowing boats and the occasional open-air theater performance on the lawns. Autumn transforms the woodland into a blaze of gold and crimson, and photographers line the Papal Tower Folly for skyline panoramas. Fun fact: Heeden Park was once owned by the Duke of Bridgewater, the man who built Britain's first canal, so the park's waterways actually predate many of Manchester's modern canals. Trip tip: rent a bike from the park's cycle center to cover more ground. Map out the Temple Trail, the Papal Tower Trail and the walled garden in a single morning. Number 4. Ao Arena. Europe's busiest indoor arena, Ao Arena can host up to 21,000 fans and has seen everyone from Madonna and Beyoncé to Anthony Joshua and UFC champions in action. The bowl-shaped design ensures perfect sight lines, and the curved roof panels were engineered to optimize acoustics for live music. Before the lights go down, book the Backstage Insight tour. You'll walk through the artist's entrance, peek into the dressing rooms, and even leave your mark on the backstage graffiti wall. On concert nights, the foyer buzzes with pop-up bars and street food stalls, while dedicated Uber pickup and drop-off zones keep traffic flowing smoothly. Cross the street after the show and you'll find Printworks, a massive entertainment complex with late-night eateries, retro arcades, and a neon-lit ice rink in winter. Fun fact: Ao Arena was one of the first venues in the UK to install environmentally sustainable LED floodlighting, cutting its energy use by 70%. Trip tip: if you're attending a big concert or sporting event, pre-book a parking space in the arena's secure lot. You'll save nearly £15 on matchday rates. Number 3. Manchester Art Gallery. Housed in a grand neoclassical building erected in 1823, Manchester Art Gallery boasts more than 25,000 works spanning pre-Raphaelite paintings, Victorian watercolors, and cutting-edge contemporary art. Inside, you'll encounter Rossetti's lush depictions of medieval romance, Malay's haunting portraits, and Burne-Jones's ethereal ladies. The 2002 extension added a glass sculpture courtyard where monumental bronze works by Henry Moore catch drifting light. A dedicated photography gallery highlights Manchester's urban grit through the lens of local street photographers. On the first Wednesday of every month, the gallery stays open until 8 p.m. for late-night jazz performances in the cafe, where you can sip single-origin coffee and nibble on artisan pastries. Fun fact: during World War II, the gallery's neoclassical facade was camouflaged with netting and fake foliage to protect its priceless collections from Luftwaffe bombs. Trip tip: download the gallery's free audio guide to access curator-led tours and behind-the-scenes stories. Follow the Hidden Gems Trail to discover a secret medieval altarpiece tucked behind a revolving wall. Number 2. Heeden Park Deep Dive. Returning to Heeden Park for a deeper exploration, Start at dawn with a guided birdwatching walk. Keep your eyes peeled for kingfishers, great spotted woodpeckers and even rare goshawks around the boating lake. Saturdays bring a bustling farmers market in the walled garden, stocked with organic cheeses, locally smoked trout, and micro-batch gin distillers. History fans can tour the 19th-century-old coach house, once home to exotic plants from across the British Empire. At dusk, follow the whispering path to the Papal Tower, where legends tell of a phantom barge drifting across the lake on misty nights. A spectacular Halloween photo op finish your visit with an indulgent afternoon tea at the Lakeside Cafe, complete with homemade scones, clotted cream and rose hip jam. Fun fact: the park's original carriage drive, now the main loop road, was designed to accommodate the Duke of Bridgewater's sleek new canal-side barge, horses pulling his regal vessel right up to the mansion steps. Trip tip: buy a day parking pass for the walled garden lot and avoid the weekend crowds at the main entrance. Then circle clockwise to hit every attraction in sequence without backtracking. Number 1. Science and Industry Museum. Tucked into the world's first intercity passenger railway station, Liverpool Road, the Science and Industry Museum narrates Manchester's rise as the crucible of the Industrial Revolution. Step onto the 1830 cobbled platform where Stephenson's rocket first steamed, then follow the power hall's towering beam engines through live demonstrations of steam-powered pistons and valves. In the textile gallery, interactive displays show cotton bales arriving by Canal, being spun in local mills, and then woven on 19th-century mechanical looms still in working order. The Air and Space section houses replica hangars and a 1950s prototype jet engine, while the computing gallery celebrates the city's trailblazers, from the 1948 Manchester Baby, the first stored program computer, to Ada Lovelace's handwritten code excerpts. Weekly, Torchlight Talks delve into themes like Women of the Revolution and Daring Victorian Inventors, followed by craft ale tastings in the station cafe beneath the original clock tower. Fun fact: the museum sits on part of the Coatbridge Canal wharf, where early industrialists once offloaded coal and cotton by horse-drawn barge. Trip tip: arrive at 10 a.m. on a weekday to join the first live steam demonstration of the day, then head upstairs to grab a window seat in the cafe for uninterrupted views of the 19th-century clock mechanism. Bonus Spot 1. John Rylands Library. Tucked just off Deansgate, the John Rylands Library is a neo-Gothic cathedral of books, built in 1900 as a tribute to textile magnate Enriqueta Rylands. Vaulted ceilings, marble columns and stained glass windows bathe the reading room in rainbow light, while Gothic arches frame cases of rare manuscripts, including a fragment of the Gutenberg Bible and the Rylands Gospel fragment, one of the oldest bits of the New Testament. Venture into the crypt beneath the main hall to discover hidden inscriptions carved by Victorian bookbinders, and pause at the intricately carved wooden lecterns where early scholars once pored over medieval texts. Bonus Spot 2. Castlefield Canal Walks. Cast your eyes back 2 millennia at Castlefield Basin, the site of Manchester's Roman fort, then follow the Bridgewater Canal towpath through a network of restored warehouses and iron-arched viaducts. Britain's first true industrial suburb unfolds along this scenic walk, where converted cotton mills now house craft breweries like Duke's 92 and Canal side pubs serving locally infused ales. Keep an eye out for the remains of the 79 AD amphitheatre and the 18th-century canal locks, each telling chapters of Manchester's evolution from Roman garrison to Victorian powerhouse. If these hidden gems have you itching to explore Manchester's layers of history and culture, hit like, subscribe to Destination Deca, and ring the bell so you never miss our deep dive adventures. Share your own Manchester memories or bucket list pics in the comments below. Your tips could inspire our next video. I'm Adam, and I can't wait to guide you to the world's most fascinating places.